Millions of people are rapidly abandoning the foreign religions they were raised in to reconnect with their ancient roots. They are desperately seeking the spiritual practices of their ancestors, hoping to find real power and undeniable truth. But here is the massive unspoken problem in this new movement. People are getting initiated, receiving their sacred items, and doing regular divination, yet their everyday lives look absolutely identical to how they looked before. If your life hasn't positively changed, then what exactly is the point? Many people that are new to Iṣẹṣe are treating Ifá like a viral trend or a quick fix. They bring the exact same lazy habits from their old religions, expecting a priest to wave a magic wand and instantly fix their broken finances or relationships. They treat Ifá like a magical problem-solving app, only showing up when their life is falling apart, paying a priest to fix it, and then vanishing until the next disaster strikes. If you don't learn how to practically integrate this spirituality into your everyday life, it will just become another useless religion to you, and you will eventually join the bitter crowd calling it a total scam. Today, we're completely breaking down the authentic blueprint for success in your Ifá and Iṣẹṣe journey. You're going to learn exactly how to discover the ancient pre-recorded map of your destiny and the critical daily habits you must adopt to survive, as well as the shocking reason why the concept of the devil completely vanishes on this path. So if you want to stop wandering in the dark and start moving with pinpoint accuracy, listen closely. Before you do anything else, you must understand what Ifá actually is. It's not a spooky religion or a demanding cult. Ifá is officially defined as the ultimate witness to your destiny. Long before you were ever born, you personally selected a specific destiny, but your human mind can't remember it. Ifá is the only entity that witnessed your choice, meaning that it holds the complete pre-recorded summary of your life on Earth. It's also the ultimate GPS of life, designed to give you precise, turn-by-turn directions when you're lost. Finally, Ifá is the literal voice of the divine, offering you a direct two-way conversation with Olodumare, the supreme being and source of all things. Your very first actionable step on this journey is to discover your specific Odu. Think of the ancient Ifá system like a massive holy book, divided into chapters called Odu and verses called Esse. Everything you will ever do, the path you're supposed to take, and the hidden traps you must avoid are already pre-recorded inside your unique Odu. To find it, you must undergo a consecration practice called Ishefa, where sacred palm nuts are picked out using your name and your mother's name. This gives you your first real glimpse into your destiny. To be absolutely certain, your sacred items are then eventually taken into Igbo Odu, or the forest of Odu, in a process known as Itefa, bringing out the exact Odu that dictates your life's journey. But here's the thing that trips up almost 90% of people that are new to Iṣẹṣe. Simply discovering your Odu means absolutely nothing if you don't fiercely study it. It's like downloading a premium GPS map on your phone for a cross-country road trip, but absolutely refusing to open the app while you drive. That is exactly what you are doing when you undergo these sacred rites but fail to seek knowledge. You cannot be lazy on this path. This path requires you to be accountable. You must find the specific verses or esse attached to your Odu, and you must study the ancient stories and instructions embedded inside them. Because there's no single book currently holding all 256 Odu and their verses in one place, it is your personal responsibility to hunt down your specific verses and actively learn them. To properly decode these ancient verses, you desperately need a highly skilled teacher. You must find a qualified Babalawo or Iyanifa who possesses the genuine gift of teaching. Not every spiritual practitioner has the gift of teaching. Some are very gifted in performing sacrifices, divination, or intense spiritual work. But you need an elder who can patiently sit down with you and explain your Odu step by step so it actually makes practical sense in your modern life. As you study under a mentor, you should also consider learning the original Yoruba language because English simply lacks the vast vocabulary and deep descriptive power required to fully grasp these ancient spiritual concepts. As you begin to decode your Odu, you must seek for ways to apply it to your life. For example, you may discover you need to change career paths. Your Odu might be calling you to lead and be at the forefront, but right now you are in the background blending in with the crowd. You need to actively strive to bridge that gap to align with your true purpose. You need to strategize and see how you can use the knowledge and experience you already have to transition to where you are meant to be. And you don't have to do a sudden 360, but you can actively start strategizing and working towards it. The magic really happens when you actually start to work your Odu. Once you understand your foundational destiny, you must use Ifá for your day to day navigation. The world is highly unpredictable, and the decisions of others constantly affect your path. That's exactly why traditional Yoruba spirituality operates on a 5-day calendar, where practitioners perform routine divination every 5 days. A reading you received 3 years ago might no longer apply today because the specific season of your life has entirely changed. And you can't rely on an old reading to navigate a brand new obstacle. By consulting your spiritual GPS regularly, you will constantly know exactly what to do, what to avoid, and where to turn next. To survive in Ifa, you must completely abandon the toxic prayer habits you learned in your previous religion. Most people were conditioned to just bark instructions at the divine. You were taught to demand a new house, ask for a new car, and blindly command the universe to prosper you without ever stopping to listen. African spirituality, more specifically Ifa, is not a monologue or a radio broadcast. It's a highly interactive two-way conversation. You ask a specific question, and the divine answers you through Ifa, and then you strictly follow the given instructions. And when the divine does answer you, it doesn't come in the form of a Hollywood miracle. If you're desperate for a child or a new car, God doesn't just run into some magical factory and mold a baby or a vehicle and then magically drop it into your lap. Instead, Ifa delivers something vastly more powerful: pure knowledge. The ultimate miracle you've been desperately hunting for on mountaintops and in prayer valleys is actually just the practical application of ancient knowledge. Furthermore, this profound knowledge is available to absolutely everyone. Ifa doesn't care about your skin color or your gender. It completely shatters the man made borders of segregation. Just look at the famous European priestess Susan Wenger, who traveled all the way to Nigeria from Austria and found her undeniable destiny in African spirituality, despite having zero African DNA in her bloodline. Ifa welcomes every living human being to its incredible wealth of wisdom. Now, brace yourself for the harshest reality check of all. In Ifa, there's no devil or Satan to secretly blame for your bad decisions. If your life is in a mess, it's most likely because you are making terrible choices. Most of the time, it's not your village people attacking you, as we like to say in Nigeria. It's not the devil attacking you. It is you actively creating an enabling environment for extreme negativity to thrive. If your destiny forbids you from staying out late, but you're clubbing until 2 in the morning just because your friends are doing it, you are violently opening the door for chaos. You must take absolute, uncompromising accountability for your actions. Furthermore, there's absolutely no God forgive me shortcut in this practice. You can't intentionally commit a terrible act, then whisper a quick apology to the sky and expect your slate to be miraculously wiped clean so that you can do it again tomorrow. Every single action you take is heavily weighed on a cosmic scale, piling up consequences that will inevitably wait for you and your future children down the road. There's no other way to say it. This intense accountability is exactly why genuine Ifá practitioners strictly strive for good character, because they understand the consequences. And because destiny is fiercely individual, the concept of sin is completely revolutionized in Ifá. There is no universal checklist of sins that applies to every single human being. Sin is strictly defined per person, per time, based entirely on the unique Odu that birthed them. For example, one man's Odu might completely forbid polygamy, bringing absolute ruin and spiritual warfare if he ever takes a second wife. Meanwhile, another man's destiny might actively require him to have multiple wives to unlock his ultimate blessings. Some people are strictly forbidden from wearing the colors red and black or eating some specific foods. But if you blindly copy someone else's life, you might be actively committing a massive sin against your own destiny. This is exactly why you have absolutely no right to ever judge another person's path. And this is also why you might have noticed that you've done certain things in your life that everybody else does and seems to get away with. And they get away with it without much repercussion. But when you do that exact same thing, you never get away with it. Because what each person's Ori allows or disallows is different. Finally, you must accept a highly practical reality. Practicing Ifá and Iṣẹṣe is undeniably capital intensive. It requires real money to fund regular divinations, crucial sacrifices, and necessary appeasements. If you left your old religion because you fiercely hated paying tithes and giving offerings, then you're in for a massive shock. You must become incredibly disciplined and automatically set a dedicated portion of your income aside, specifically to fund your spiritual growth. While Ifá welcomes every single person, regardless of their current financial status, the blunt truth is that elevation requires resources. It's no different to running a business. You can't expect your business to grow if you don't invest resources into it. Everything you will ever need, whether it's profound wealth, healing medicine, deep technological insights, or relationship clarity, is already perfectly hidden inside your specific Udu. Your ancestors survived and thrived using this exact ancient system. If you're ready to stop making excuses and finally unlock the explosive power of your true destiny, the path is right here waiting for you. Find an experienced teacher, eagerly discover your pre recorded map, and start walking with absolute, unshakable purpose. And make sure you subscribe and share this with someone who's ready to awake. Share.